Alright, and welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are here with week 2 of the GLCC coming up against SirBloo and his team of ice types with our team of dragon types. So unfortunately, this is going to be really rough, probably, and chances are I'm going to lose. We'll just get that off the bat. But I think I have some pretty interesting prep to sort of go around that. I know that I'm going to have to play this game like on a very fast style in order to pull out a win, but I'm assuming I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna try my best, but we'll see how it ends up going. Anyways, you can see SirBloo's team here on the right. I'm sort of hoping that since he won his week 1 game up against the grass type, which is another type that ice is strong against, he won that by kind of just blizzard spamming, and so I'm hoping to an extent that he just does the same thing against me as if he does, and I have some counterplay to that we'll go through here in a little bit. But I think that there is a chance that if he preps correctly, I'm just gonna kind of roll over and die at some point in the battle. Snow is a huge problem. Aurora Veil is also a huge problem, and so have to think about some way to get around that, but we do have some answers, and I will go through what we are bringing right about now. So off rip, Gouging Fire is going to have to be the win con here. I mean, it's either this or some strange other win con that I don't really have, maybe like a Latios of some sort, but this is the only real like Pokemon I think that I can set up with and eventually win with. I'm not too confident in it. I'm not too confident in Morning Sun as a bring. Maybe I should have brought like a rock move or something like that to hit the ice types. Or maybe I should have brought something to hit some of the Terra captains. I don't know what that would be though, because Morning Sun, when the snow is up, is only going to heal me by half, I think, of the usual amount. So it's going to heal me by a whole like 25%, which is not great. But regardless, we are rocking out with a Shukaberry in order to take a hit from Mamoswine and also Terra Ground Beartick. We have Dragon Claw for some great damage, Heat Crash for some great damage, and then DD to set up and win. And hopefully this thing puts in some work. We'll see if it works out or not. I don't know if it will. If we start losing like very early on in the game, then this set is definitely not gonna clutch up the game per se. Like we're gonna get broken down and eventually killed here because we can't set up Dragon Dances to outspeed stuff like Iron Bundle and some of his other faster threats. But we're gonna try, and hopefully if we're in a decent position for the end game, then it can definitely clean up. Next up we have Arcaludon. First time bringing Arcaludon here. And we actually have a choice scarf set. So when I looked at that base speed and I saw that it was actually like scarfable, I was kind of excited about bringing it because at this point, like Flash Cannon does a ton of damage to a variety of different things on SirBloo's roster, of course. And then we also have Steel Beam as a sort of nuke. And in addition, we have Thunderbolt for stuff like Terra Water Glaceon and Dugong if it wants to come. And then, yeah, that's kind of the idea here. Ideally, we don't have to switch this guy in on his physical attackers. We do have a little bit of defense to sort of help with that, but I don't want to get knocked off from Weavile. That would kind of suck to lose my Scarf. We have enough speed EVs to outspeed Mamoswine after one Trailblaze, as well as Baxcalibur after one Dragon Dance. And I don't know. Hopefully this guy works out. I'm not too sure if it will. I was suggested a probably better set by Wagon Fruit, and I decided against it because I thought this set was funnier, and I think that this set might also like catch SirBloo off guard, which, you know, the element of surprise is always nice, but we'll see how it ends up working. Of course, there's some prep that you can bring against my steel type moves. And I believe it's Babiri Berry. He could also just be faster anyways somehow. So we'll see. If it's like booster speed Iron Bundle, then we're probably gonna die because this guy has no SpDef. But you know, we're going to try and rock out here with our Choice Scarf Archaludon, see if it works. And then next up on the list, I needed some sort of defensive option. So we have Terra Steel Dragalge holding that Shuka Berry. And we're just going to rock out with some T-Spikes this week. I don't know if they're super necessary because I'm playing this game super duper fast. And I'm guessing that, you know, T-Spikes are sort of a benefit. Like, the longer a game goes on, the more that poison damage is going to add up, right? And so I suspect that this game is going to be over in probably like around 20 turns. I wouldn't be surprised if it was less than 20 turns. And so I don't think I'm going to actually get much value out of Toxic Spikes. But, you know, I don't really have a fourth move I'd love to run on this guy. And as a result, we're just going to rock out with some T-Spikes. We have Flip Turn for momentum and Draco Meteor Sludge Wave for some standard attacks, right? And then we have Ash, the Roaring Moon here. This is probably going to be our lead most likely with a Booster Energy. I don't really love leading with a Booster Energy Pokemon, but I'm assuming that he's going to lead with an Aurora Veil setter like that Ninetales or the Abomasnow. And so I'm just going to lead this thing and try and Iron Head the Ninetales down. I'm assuming it's going to be Ninetales. If it's Abomasnow, we can actually maybe lead Gouging Fire, but I don't know how much likelihood it is that Abomasnow is going to come. Anyways, though, if it's Ninetales, we're just going to try an Iron Head. It has a chance to kill a very offensive Ninetales through Snow. If it's defensive Ninetales, then we actually don't kill. And so he can take that opportunity to either kill me, which is fine. I'm okay with trading a lot of damage on Ninetales for Roaring Moon. That's probably a good thing in the long run for me. Now, he can also just use it to set up the Aurora Veil, and in which case I just Iron Head him again the next turn and I should kill through Veil. But there's also a chance that Iron Head actually flinches even if it doesn't kill, and so that's a nice thing. If I don't kill the Ninetales on turn 1, then I can at least flinch it and prevent it from either killing me or getting that dastardly Aurora Veil up. And if Aurora Veil is up, then I can actually try and kill it with Brick Break to get rid of that Aurora Veil. That's kind of the game plan with this Roaring Moon here. Just lots and lots of attack and speed here to sort of offset some of the fast play that I expect coming out of SirBloo's team. And hopefully we are able to catch the Ninetales slacken. Hopefully. We'll see. Again, I don't know if any of this is going to work. Latios is going to be up next holding a Choice Scarf. We only have 80 speed with the Scarf because we're going to creep something, creeping me, creeping Iron Bundle. Ideally, this is enough speed. I'm not sure if it will be. I just put everything else into maxing out my special attack, and then all the other EVs went into HP. We have a pretty standard set here. With a Choice Scarf, so just like Luster Purge, Draco Meteor, the usual stuff, Aura Sphere because I'm going up against like Ice types and stuff like that, and then Flip Turn. So hopefully this guy can sort of break down the team along with Archaludon, and then maybe Gouging Fire can win in the end. And then for my 6th Mon, initially I was going to have Appleton here with Terra Bug. I actually made a transaction to make my Appleton Terra Bug, and the reason why I was going Terra Bug was actually because I was like really scared of Mamoswine, right? And I figured that Terra Bug Appleton could be my switch into Mamoswine because with Thick Fat I resist its Ice Stab, and then with the Bug typing I'll resist its Ground Stab. That's kind of the idea. But you know, Appleton is so bad. It's such a momentum sink in a game where I need to be playing fast in order to win. But yeah, that's why I decided to go actually with Flygon holding a Focus Sash here. We have Stealth Rocks just in case I want to get those up. We have Sunny Day in case I need to end Snow if there's like a Bear Tick or something that's just going to sweep me. We have First Impression to hit Weavile, and then we have U-Turn for some reason. If he decides to like let me live, I can U-Turn out and get a like actually useful Pokemon in on the field. But again, there just really wasn't anything worth bringing in my 6th Pokemon slot. Like Raging Bolt also doesn't put in much work, and again, Appleton is such a momentum sink, and then I'm gonna probably end up tearing Dragalge over Appleton anyways, and so it just kind of sits there and takes 4 times super effective hits. Even though it does have thick fat, that only makes it 2 times super effective, and it does kind of nuke bundle with its grass stab, but at the end of the day, it's just not a good bring. And so I decided, it's got to be this Flygon, man. It's such a predictable set too. Like, as soon as SirBloo sees that I actually decided to bring freaking Flygon, then he's gonna know immediately it's probably Stealth Rocks and Focus Sash. So that's gonna be the team that we're going to attempt to win with today. Gouging Fire's gonna have to put in some overtime. Archaludon's gonna have to put in some overtime, and Roaring Moon is going to have to put in some overtime. And hopefully we can take care of that Ninetales early. And then, of course, Latios is going to have to try and break. That's sort of the game plan here. It's going to be a very quick one, so I will see you guys on the other side. Alright, it is time. Can we pull off the upset against SirBloo's Ice types? I don't know if it's going to happen, but I am a little bit happy, in a sense, to not see Abomasnow as the setter. We do have Beartic with Slush Rush, which is going to be unprecedented, I think. I was not expecting Beartic, but at the same time, everything on his team looks pretty good into my team. I was more so expecting the Glaceon to come as a bit of a defensive piece, but it looks like SirBloo is going to be attempting to play this one very, very fast. I think here, will opt to lead Roaring Moon. I think that's always my play, even though Frostlass isn't here, so I'm not stopping spikes. I really anticipate Ninetales Alola here, and so I'm gonna lead with Roaring Moon. I don't need to overthink it. Yeah, I don't need to overthink it. I don't need my rocks up right away. Just go straight into Roaring Moon. We see Mamoswine. Not super ideal because it's not Ninetales, and I want to keep this around for Ninetales. Let's see how much I do. It looks like, if I'm calculating this correctly, Ironhead does up to 70, between 60 and 70 to this Mamoswine, which is going to kill me in return, and that's only if Mamoswine has no bulk. So this is a really bad lead, actually. Unfortunate here. I could just go into Jackal and sacrifice Jackal. I should still outspeed much of his team without, so it's going to be the Weavile and the Iron Bundle I'm no longer outspeeding, and then once that Slush Rush Beartic is active, then that's going to be unfortunate. Should I just take my damage here? I have plenty of prep for Mamoswine. I have 2 Shuka Berries, so I'm not sure if I just take my damage here. What's my play? I really think that I should go Jackal just because Roaring Moon is kind of a nice asset to still have around. And I'll never die in one hit unless he's like Icicle Spear. I unfortunately lose any potential like Focus Sash, Sunny Day type shenanigans to shut down Beartic. I think this has to be done. Okay, so there's our Sash. And at this point, I just put up my rocks. He's going to be Shard. Unfortunate. Yeah, this is not easy here. Do I have anything that does, like, good damage here? I could go straight maybe into my Archaludon. I think that's going to be my play, is to go straight into Archaludon here. And I click Flash Cannon. Ooh, Babiri Berry, that's an excellent bring. That is an excellent bring on his part. That's really cool. I just have another one though. This should die. Alright, great. So we get rid of Mamoswine, which is a little bit bad actually, because it costs us tons of damage on Archaludon. due to that Babiri Berry. That was a cool bring. I'm so glad I did not click Steel Beam there, because I would have just died. But we trade out Flygon for Mamoswine. I think that's still a W in this case. And I outspeed here, I think. What's he going into bundle for? Let's find out. Iron Bundle into here. Nope, that's Iron Boulder. I said Iron Bundle. And I am Arcalodon. Do I naturally outspeed Mamoswine? I do. Okay, so he doesn't know I'm Scarf right now. I think that's the thing. He does not know that I'm Scarf, which means I guess I can go for Flash Cannon again and do big damage to this. I was really hoping that my guy here would put in a little more work. Okay, he's Scarf. Interesting. So Scarf Ice Beam comes out here. I have no reason to not go Dragalge and Terra Steel, I think. Let me run some calculations here. Yeah, it's looking like Scarf Ice Beam should do less than 20 to Terra Steel Dragalge here. Unfortunately, I do not kill back, which kind of sucks. How much does this do to you? Ice Beam does 50. Wow. So unfortunately, I think I have to go Dragalge here and Terra Steel. Right? And then I flip turn, I guess. Although if I flip turn, then what do I go into? I guess I can go into you since you're Scarf. Yeah, I'm just gonna flip turn here, I think. I don't need to set Toxic Spikes or anything like that. Though maybe it'd be nice to set Toxic Spikes. I just don't want to give up momentum and then have to sack another piece, right? Because Weavile can come in after I Terra Steel and hit me with Low Kick, something like that. How much does Low Kick do to my guy here? Low Kick does half. Low Kick does half, and Knockoff does less than half, which I'm actually okay with. So maybe I do actually just set up a T-Spike. Although I don't really think it's gonna matter. It might put stuff into like Gouging Fire range eventually, but like this game is going by so fast. There's already been 3 kills and it's turn 5, or turn 6 rather, so I don't know if I should put up a T-Spike. I'm just gonna flip turn. Yeah, Ninetales Alola, that's fine. So go into here and threaten Iron Head. If I die, I die. And with a little bit of chip, I actually have a much nicer chance of picking up a kill here. Not quite. Flinch, huge, big flinch. All right, nice, great. Okay, big flinch here. So now the question is, does Knockoff kill? I don't think it does because it's defensive. At this point, I just Iron Head again. There's no reason to get fancy by clicking Knock, right? Alright, good. That's huge. No Alola Ninetales is great because now I can spam all my dragon moves freely. Or not like freely, of course. This is still a bad matchup. But at the same time, it's really nice to have that gone. It's nice to have no more manual, or rather automatic snow. It's nice to have no Aurora Veil pressure. Or support, rather. Aurora Veil is not a pressuring move. It's a supportive move. That's honestly really big. There's a shot that we can maybe pull this one out with Scarf, Lottie, and Gouging Fire eventually in the late game. We'll see though. We'll see. This is gonna be still an uphill battle, I think. If he goes bear tick, does it outspeed me? Let's see.
O cholera, czy to Freddy Fazbear? Oh, 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 oh.
Bear tick in snow does in fact outspeed me and threatens icicle crash, close combat, things like that. How much do I need Roaring Moon in this instance? That's the choice I have to make. And then if I go Dragalge and he close combats, I almost die. Jesus. I almost die. Depending on if he's... Or no, this is Adamant Calc. Yeah, so I never die if I go Dragalge. So I can sack Dragalge instead of Roaring Moon. That might be better. The Roaring Moon doesn't look like it performs super well into anything here. Because, like, if I go, like, Weavile outspeeds me now that I'm not booster. Bax can set up 1 DD and outspeed me. Bundle for sure outspeeds me, and this outspeeds me in snow. And it's here right now, so I think that I'd rather keep Smoke around to switch into Bundle at least and get free momentum off of Bundle. This is an interesting game though. I'm kind of surprised I made it this far, to be honest. That flinch definitely really helped out. But that's part of the reason why I ran Iron Head in the first place. The first, like, if I can't kill it, then I'm gonna try and flinch it. I guess my play here would just be to, like, outrage for damage. In case he, for some reason, lets me live. Nope. Alright, that's fine. The question now is, what am I doing against this thing? Latios never kills. Jesus. Latios never kills, so I have to go Gouging Fire here. But I think I still have to go here. And hopefully Sun ends, so I can maybe Morning Sun on something. I don't think so, because this Bax might just come in. And then I Dragon Dance one time here. Terra Ground, Earthquake, Shookaberry, good. I'm gonna Dragon Dance one time. I don't know if I kill Terra Ground. I forgot this guy was Terra. I didn't think of that at all. I'm in the moment here. And I'm now +1. And the snow is unfortunately still up, which is not great. So I definitely don't kill, right? Yeah, I definitely don't kill. Is there a world maybe where I just go Latios Calling? I think I'm gonna do that. This is my only out, because I can't lose Gouging Fire. Alright, brilliant. What do I do from here, though? That's the question. I can Draco for big damage, although I think he still outspeeds me, right? Does he outspeed? I have to just drop the Draco. Yeah, no, he's gonna kill it. Damn. This Bear Tick is gonna be the death of me. I have a Shookaberry here still. I might as well just use it now. Damn, that does nothing, man. That's crazy. Well, we're gonna take the L here, unfortunately. I knew I had to play it fast, but it is what it is. Gouging Fire doesn't even kill, unfortunately. Yeah, there it is. Had to try something. Well, it is what it is. So we're gonna fall down to 1-1, and Blue is gonna go up to 2-0 now, so that's good for him. This was probably the hardest matchup of my season. I do not play the Fairy team, but it is what it is. He's gonna get the link. You know, that's alright. I'm happy that I think I still played that okay. I probably under-prepped a little bit for Bear Tick. I was mostly expecting Glaceon, but I knew that I was gonna end up losing to one of his fast threats anyways, and I do think that Icy Rock was a really great bring on to the Ninetales. I was more so expecting Light Clay with that Aurora Veil, but you know, is what it is what it is. So I will catch you guys in a little bit in the analysis. Alright, that was a doozy. That was a quick one. As expected, I knew I had to play fast in order to win, but Blue's crazy, man. I don't know if someone like gave him my pace or something like that. This is a joke, by the way. Nobody gave him his pace, or nobody gave him my pace, so don't worry about that. But Blue's insane. He accurately predicted all 6 of my Pokemon accurately, and their precise sets. So, you know, he told me after the game, like, you know, oh yeah, I think that it's going to be Booster, Roaring Moon, Sash, Flygon, right? And then you're going to have Double Scarf, Terra Steel, Dragalge, and then Gouging Fire, probably with Shuka, right? And my jaw dropped. Like, he got everything right. And so he constructed, with that knowledge, the perfect sort of like counter team to my strategy. Because, I don't know, I thought I was going to catch him off guard with some of those things. But you saw the Babiri Berry, that was definitely intentional. You saw Scarf, Iron Bundle, that was definitely intentional. And he had some other stuff in addition that we didn't get to see. Like on this Baxcalibur, he actually had a Habon Berry so that my Dragon moves would not be able to take it out. And then he could set up DDs behind like a screen, or rather Aurora Veil or something like that. Or he could just like take one hit and revenge me. So I was definitely getting cooked either way. I don't think I made too many like bad plays per se up until the very end. We're just gonna start the replay here, but overall, definitely was not winning this matchup any way you slice it, due to some great prep on Blue's part. I think I made the correct plays, just sacking Flygon here. I wish I would have got my rocks up. That would have helped a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna Flash Cannon. He's gonna reveal the berry. This kills, of course, without the berry. And we're gonna take out Mamoswine, and then he's gonna reveal a Scarf Bundle, which is just gonna kill us right back. We're gonna go into Dragalge, get some free momentum here. Every time Dragalge comes in, at least we get some free momentum. We're gonna go out into Roaring Moon here, and here's the very nice flinch. He brought like Max Fizdef, Ninetales, and so that was doing absolutely not enough damage to kill, but fortunately we got that flinch so that Veil didn't go up, or he didn't kill me with like Moonblast or anything like that. But then Beartix is gonna come in, and since the Ninetales is Icy Rock, it's gonna be very, very fast for the next 4 turns, and it's just gonna pick up KO after KO. I think that here is my first like real mistake. After Dragon Dancing here, I probably should have just let Goyo go, or maybe I should have just taken some damage onto Beartic instead of Dragon Dancing in the first place. I'm gonna be real, I completely forgot that this was a Terra Captain as I was playing the game, but you know, it is what it is. I definitely wasn't winning anyways, even if I like let this go down and then I go Lottie. This is actually Assault Vest Beartic, and so I don't kill this regardless. I would have to go Dragalge first and do some like Draco Meteor type stuff and let Dragalge go too, and then it's just Latias against 3 after it locks into a move and kills Beartic, and Scarf Bundle's gonna wrap that up. If I decide to go for Draco Meteor for some reason, then my special attack would of course be lowered over and over again, but again, just in case, we have that Baxcalibur with a Habon Berry, and so I guess even though this wasn't the correct play, there really wasn't a correct play, because at this point I'm losing anyways, right? As soon as I see that this is Icy Rock, I just realize I'm gonna have to give up way too many pieces here, and then Draco Meteor proceeds to do a whole 36 damage, and it's over. So unfortunately we are going to lose to SirBloo. Kind of expected this one. I wish that my differential right now overall in the league was a little bit better, since this was a 4-0 loss and we ended up defeating Dracogon during week 1 with a 2-0. We're actually currently sitting at 1-1 -2 differential, which is not super duper great. So hopefully next week we're gonna get a win, and then we'll be 2-1 and then right back up in the top half of the standings there. Next week we are going to be taking on Lunar Echo, who is the coach of a water team, a mono water team, and so we are going to be resisting his main stab. But that being said, he has some swift swimmers that he can absolutely like use as nukes probably and just shred through my team if I let them, like Basculin, Terra Rock. What is that move called? Head Smash. That's gonna really hurt. And another thing to watch out for, a lot of water types get ice moves. So like I know that Pelipper, his main rain setter, is gonna have that ice beam support, and so gonna have to be careful. It's not gonna be quite as simple as when I was fighting Dracogon, but hopefully you guys will stick around to see my run continue, and we're gonna take on, like I said, Lunar Echo next week. I will see you guys then, but for now, I'm gonna head out. Have a good day, and go Seattle Slashers.